discovered a whole bunch of really cool stuff that happens on the internet that I did not know happened on the internet. I mean, it's really cool. Hey, hi, welcome to my channel. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about 5 of the book borrowing websites that I discovered when I was surfing on the internet. I am so excited for these because, borrowing a book sometimes is better than buying a book. So let's get started. Let's talk about manybooks.net. This is a really well put together website. It has 50,000 titles, and most of them are very recent, but they also have classics that are part of the public domain. There's the words I was looking for, public domain. They have an e-reader app. They also have a community where you can ask questions. Like one of the recent questions is, how do I rekindle my love of reading? It looks like it might be a fun little community. The downside is that not all of the books are free. They have low cost deals for books, so you will have to pay attention when you go to borrow a book so that you're not accidentally buying one. So there you go. Project Gutenberg, found at gutenberg.org. The upsides is that it's an easy to use website. It's always going to be free. It has a variety of books, and those ebooks can be sent to your Kindle or to another e-reader of your choice. They are all public domain books, those that copyrights have expired. For audiobooks, they have a few on the website. They have about 663 audiobooks that are human read, but they suggest that you use LibriVox for audiobooks. They have a much bigger library for audiobooks. Another upside for Project Gutenberg is that they are connected to the Internet Archive, which we will be talking about here in a few minutes. The downside is, of course, that there's nothing recently written. You can't find Stephen King in here because his copyrights are still viable. Any books, actually, that are still under copyright, you cannot. It's just public domain books. But it's still a good number of books. By Gosh. That's the name of the website, bygosh.com, and this is geared towards kids of all ages. They have picture books to things like Alice in Wonderland or Anne of Green Gables, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. They have all of those things on By Gosh. Some of us who like to read young adult novels, these will be here. All the books are in the public domain, again, but most if not all of these websites use public domain books for that purpose. But they have novels, they have short stories, they have nonfiction. Some examples are Aesop's Fables and Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, Beauty and the Beast, Walden, something that I've been wanting to read. A really great feature. It will read aloud to you. They have American and English accents. The downside is that they only have 4 voices. The American male and American female, English male, English female. The English accented ones they're okay. You can tell that they are AI generated. The American males sounds like a woman, and American female sounds like a really bad robot impression to me. Though I am partial to English narrators, that might be the part of the problem there. The downside to By Gosh is the selection is limited, of course, because it is public domain. They don't have an app, but they do have it in the browser, and you can make it full size, and it works really pretty well. And then, of course, the AI generated reading voices that sound so... Let's talk about Open Library / Internet Archive, or vice versa, Internet Archive / Open Library, because in order to use Open Library, you have to have an Internet Archive login. They are connected. Now, what I love about this website is that it has millions of books. They've got audiobooks, ebooks, movies, TVs, a bunch of other stuff. I mean, it's got all kinds of stuff that you could possibly want. There is an app for the Open Library, but you have to have an Internet Archive login. The downside to this website is that it's big and it's old and it's kind of clumpy. Clumpy? Clunky is what I meant to say, because that's one of my favorite words to describe the internet. Clunky. The app and the website, it was hard for me to get the app up and going because I couldn't get it to jive. And then I realized that there's a sync button, that if I'd push the sync button, then my books come right up. All right, so yeah. Libby/OverDrive, or again, OverDrive/Ibby. Libby. This was the first book borrowing website that I've ever used, and I use it every day. It's hooked to your library wherever you are. There are thousands of libraries, and you can borrow with your library card. It works just like a library. It's a library online. It's amazing. You get 14 days for each loan, though if no one is waiting, then you can renew. For instance, Pride and Prejudice I have had since May 2023. And I have listened to it probably 15 to 20 times in the last 2 years. We can talk about that in another video as well. The upside, it is free. It is easy to use. They have movies and books and movies that are connected to schools. And you've got Libby for audiobooks and ebooks. Even big cities are connected to OverDrive or other apps like it. It's pretty amazing. The Canopy for movies. You have to have a login for that. You can use your library card for that to get signed up for that. Sora, you've got to go through your schools. Now, I know our local school district here has a Sora account. I can't access it because I'm not part of the school district any longer since I retired. The teachers can get it, and you can ask your child's teacher if that's something that they do and it's something that you can access. The downsides to this is sometimes you have to wait for months for a book. Oh, but you know that wait makes that book that much sweeter when you finally get it. It's almost like Christmas when you get that book that you have been waiting for months for. Another not necessarily a downside, but something that might be a little bit tricky is that you do need a library card. And so that means I cannot borrow books from Chicago's library because I don't live in Chicago. Your access is very close to what you would get at your local library as well. Very close, but not exactly, because I'm pretty sure that here in Utah, all of the libraries are hooked together in Libby. So I can borrow something that's in, for instance, a Salt Lake library that is not here in southern Utah. So you need a school ID or email for the Sora and a library card for Canopy. It's a great site. I would recommend it. I would recommend all of these sites. So there you go. These are just 5 of many, many, many places where you can borrow books, and it's a really great thing to know. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.